Things Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin. He's Garland. There's no championship belt. I'm on location today. I had to leave out real quick, so we're on location today. But whatever the case, we're here to discuss Raising Kane, the season finale. But before that, what's going on, Garland? How you doing? What's that about?
The championship belt. You should have left it here with the real champ, but it's all good. Hey
Hey man,
everybody, what's
the
going on?
people voted. The people voted.
I'm gonna let it go. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Everything is good on a Monday and all. Going into fall, falling into fall and everything. Great weekend, great Ravens win yesterday and all. So yeah, man, feeling great.
Huge Ravens win. Huge Ravens win. And all the people that aren't Ravens fans that are talking about there should have been a delay of game and all this and that. Real quick, in the words of Mike Tomlin, we do not care.
Right.
We done won the game. It don't matter to us anymore. By the way, of course, as I've always mentioned, you can join us on Twitter, or you can join us on Twitter at ATBWGANDC, which stands for All Things Black with Garland and Calvin, or you can join us on Facebook or YouTube at All Things Black with Garland and Calvin, or you can join my Facebook page. Now, if you watch my Facebook page, we will not be able to see your comments. But we can see them if you join the other ways and watch us. Carlin, can you see the overlays, the chat overlays?
Yeah. I'm looking at the chats right now, and
Okay, cool.
Tanitra's up in here. We got a couple other people up in here too that ain't necessarily registered, so I can't see your names. But it's all right. I
Okay.
still love you, none the same. It's all good. But yeah, man. Calvin, he's on location in Queens right now. He's there to meet with Rock and the family. So, we got people out here in the streets really bringing you the best, and so
I
that's where
mean,
he is.
Rock got some vacancies in the organization, so I came up here, to see what was going on. She got some vacancies in the organization. Well, let's talk about these. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Hey man, season finale last night of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. Now, going into last night episode, we had several different types of questions that was out there. Will Raquel's plan to take over the crack trade in Queens work? Did Kanan kill Detective Howard? What is the future of Lulu and Bulletproof Records? Will Jukebox and Detective Burke become lovers? so, and most importantly, what snacks will Marvin be eating when he tries to kill Unique? And so some of these questions were answered, but a lot of them were not as we watched the season finale last night, which was very good in my opinion. And so let's go ahead and talk about opening up with your boy Kane. Now, the finale opens with Kanan standing over a presumed dead Detective Howard, his real father, although he doesn't know it at that point. Now, after shooting Howard, Kanan flees the park, but he's seen by a crackhead, and also as he's running away, he falls on the ground and scrapes his hand, and therefore he gets blood into the jacket, Unique's jacket. And so while hiding out with Jukebox, waiting to be taken out of town, Kanan, he's a little shook about this. This is his first murder. Jukebox, she's calling him out like, yeah, you talking about you hard, but you shook right now. You all nervous talking about I had to do it for my family. Let me try to get my Queen's accent. Yo, I had to do this for my family. Yo, they bugging, B. You got me crazy out here, B. You acting real sus right now, son. I had to do this for my family, son. So yeah, he trying to talk all hard, but Juke is like, yo, you a punk. You not hard. I know you. You soft right now. You scared inside. And so this is overwhelming. And the future looks real crazy for Kanan right now. And so I want to say this though, Calvin. In typical Kanan fashion, he messes up something. Now, we've been seeing this whole series. Kanan, he want to get into the business, he want to get into the game, but just like Jukebox said, he always messing up. He always fumbling the bag. And so why does his mother continue to trust him with major stuff? And then the second question is, we see Kanan, his uncle Symphony comes and picks him up, takes him out of town. Now they going into Maryland when they start. I'm thinking like, they coming to Baltimore, they come to Pimlico or something. He got people up in Pimlico, Northwest Baltimore, where he gonna stay, or Park Heights or something. And so let's deal with the first one. Well, why does Kanan, why does Raquel continue to trust Kanan with these big assignments, and Kanan keeps fumbling the bag? Especially when she asked him, "Yo, did you do exactly what I said? Two in the chest, one in the head." Okay, I did. I did two. I think I did three. So Calvin, can you make it make sense for with our boy Kanan?
Kanan keeps thinking this is a half-ass job. You can't half-ass this. And why he keeps thinking he can, I have no idea. Plus another thing, like I said before, I needed somebody to die. And we, like I said, not unique. Lulu didn't die. What's his name with one eye didn't die, and now
Right,
Detective Howard didn't die.
Scrappy
They
didn't
just,
die.
yeah, they not killing anybody, any of the
Right.
main characters. They just not dying. I need somebody to die, and they just not dying. But she keeps trusting him because it's his son. But I'm sure we'll get to it. But it seems to be something going on with Rock, or at the end, Kanan drops a line on us, and we're just like, well, wait a minute. So, but she has to trust him. It's her son, and she wants to trust him. She wants him to get better, but he keeps half-assing this. You can't half-ass it in these streets, man. You can die.
Yeah, yeah, and so it's crazy. Kanan's supposed to do these things. Kanan wants to be down, but Kanan still, to me, he keeps on fumbling the bag. Kanan keeps on messing up. Then he got all these questions. Oh, I thought Uncle Marvin we supposed should come get me. Yo, shut up. Get in the whip. Let's get out of here. You asking too many questions, man. You new in this. Shut. No question. Just get in the whip. Shut up.
I noticed that about Kanan also. He's not good on the fly. If it's not structured like Rock said it was going to be, he don't know how to adjust his mind. He finally gets in the car, but then he don't put on the clothes. He don't take the money. Like Kanan more nervous than the dude driving the car. Like, Kanan, calm down. You supposed to be the calming force in there. Now granted, he's starting to step. I mean, this was a big job. Of course, he fucked it up, but he did it. He did it. He had the balls to do it. Why he didn't completely kill him, I don't know. You didn't already shot the cop. You got to take him down. You got to
Right.
make sure. The one to the head was the easiest. You didn't already hit him to the chest. You didn't have to put a second one in his chest. Put it in his head. Get it
Right.
over with.
So, yo, I had to do this. I had to protect me and my family. Yo, that's Baltimore. I'm sorry. Yo, son, he was bugging. I had to protect me and my family. Yo, and so Jukebox was like, yo, shut up, yo, shut you.
Basically.
Basically, no, you a clown, yo. You're a pawn in this game. You supposed to be hard, but you're not hard. And so I think we see Kanan really getting his really big taste. This is what you want. This is what you signing up for. This is something totally different than it looked cute on the outside. I know a whole lot of people who got into drug dealing from watching the movie Scarface. That was real big when I was in high school, 1983, 84. Everybody saw this stupid movie Scarface. It wasn't a great movie, but everybody saw this movie and thought they could be Tony Montana. And I think we need to really realize that this is real life. This is not like a movie. And a lot of times those people got short lives, or they're not as successful, or that weight of taking people's lives is totally different than seeing Al Pacino play a Cuban. So all right, man, let's go on to the next one. Now, shooting a cop, of course, has major ramifications for everyone in Queens, including our boy Unique. Now, Worrell tells him that the word on the street is that he was the one that shot Howard. Now, my man Unique, I have to say this, Unique, he's kind of got like this sixth sense where he figures out like, yo, once something happens, he would be like, yo, it's Rock, yo. It's Rock, yo. That's the only thing. She told me she was going to get me. This is Rock. So he slowly realizes that Raquel has lit the fire. So he shuts down shops and tells his people to go hide out. But unbeknown to him, his custom jacket is being planted back in his apartment by Marvin and is found by the police when they bust into a spot. And so, what did you think about our boy Unique and his reaction? And he kind of got caught out there. Unique is kind of like, I view him like as the Marlo Stansfield of this show, in the terms of Marlo Stansfield was portrayed as somebody who was always a couple steps ahead of the Barksdales. He was ahead of Fat Joe. No, not Fat Joe. Prop Joe.
Yeah, Prop
Yeah,
Joe.
Prop Joe. I want to say Fat Joe because it's verses. He was ahead of Prop Joe. He was kind of always on ahead of his competition and stuff. And so I view Unique in that sense. What did you think about what happened with Unique and getting caught up in the apartment?
Well, first let's start by, how does Marvin put on a goddamn BGE suit or whatever it is with his
Right,
face all beat up? And
right,
just don't nobody notice that? Like, Marvin drive around in wrecked up cars with bullet holes in them, face all beat up, and people ain't even questioning. They just letting him up. Well, if you want the stuff to blow up, then sign right here, my dude. Oh, well, no, you ain't say nothing about explosions. How long you gonna be? Like, I don't even
right,
understand that. But Rock was a step ahead of Unique, as savvy and as streetwise as Unique is. I think Unique, his biggest enemy is himself. I think he feels like he's untouchable. And Rock is extremely calculating. And Rock has been planning this for what, 3 episodes now?
right,
So Unique was not, see, Unique was already on top. And when you already on top, you got to look at the bottom, and he wasn't looking down. So Rock had this planned, and she planned it to a T. No fault of his own, but yeah, you got Pop, son. You going to jail. And they got him. They got him. The only thing that's going to probably save him, if anything saved him, will be the DNA on that blood inside the jacket, which would come back to Kanan.
right. Now it's kind of crazy. You're right. How Con Ed? First of all, this has got to be the weakest lobby security ever. I just come like, yo, is a gas leak up on 14. Let me go up on 14. Yeah, I agree with you. That was kind of flimsy. And then we're seeing the involvement of the introduction of another new character, like right at the end of the series. So you got baby mama coming up with the baby. She all like, yo, what? I told you, don't ask me no questions. Come on up and whatnot. And so, I want to see how she plays into the next season, because obviously this is going to have some connection where you're bringing in a new character. But yeah, Unique, for as dynamic as he has been in the series as a forward thinker, it's always like he just really could not see the full thing of what was coming from Rock's plan. You see Rock is doing some pretty dumb stuff, obvious stuff, but he definitely could not see this. And this kind of leads me up into our last discussion about our girl. And so this is a direct quote from one of the lines that was said last night. I'm about to be the last bitch standing in this motherfucker. I love that line. She said, yo, Rock, she was doing it all in a red dress, son. I
And
mean,
heels.
and
And
heels,
heels.
and heels like, okay, I'm about to take over the business in this red dress with these heels on. I'm about to kill him. And then when the police came up in the apartment, she got the she got the Adidas sweatsuit. Yo,
She
because
she
when
threw
I
the
saw,
moo She threw the moo on him. She
yeah,
hit him with the moo
I was like,
and the
yo,
fried chicken. The
right.
moo and the fried chicken.
Fried chicken, like, yeah, my boys like to eat whatnot. I'm like, yo, Brock is calculating. So her plan is in full action, Calvin. She has all her alibis set up. She got Juliana at the bodega. She was at church with her moms. She had also an alibi set up for Canaan. He couldn't get there. And she's got the Baisley project apartment set up for business. That's finally open for business. They storing this stuff up in there. We see our boy Lulu. He leaves out of the hospital after seeing the, finding out that Howard was shot, and he goes to the apartment and he confronts Rock, in which a very good, scene, because really, to me, Lulu is like the lieutenant of this. Although Marvin is the oldest, Lulu is like the person that I think she, as we've seen throughout the series, that she closely communicates with more than Marvin in terms of planning and stuff like that. And so after learning that she used Kanan, he decides he wants out, and she's like, nah, son, you in this. I own Bulletproof Records. I own this. Whatever you doing because of me. And so what you think about Rock, man? She's using everybody. Kanan, Symphony, Marvin, Lou. What you think about that performance last night?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the performance of Juliana. She told Juliana how to get down, and Juliana worked it to a T. We already know Juliana is good. Um, Man, Rock is gangster. Rock told Lulu, she was like, "Hey, you ain't never getting out of this. I mean,
Right,
we partners, but we family also. You ain't never getting out." Rock. I mean, you can't say Rock is the man, but Rock is the queen. Rock runs
right,
it all. Hey
right.
man, I'm impressed with Rock. Rock is really good, but with all of that, that's when that what I was talking about earlier, how Jukebox put in Kanan's head that your mom had you kill a cop, so how can she love you? Even Lulu looked at it, was like, you had your only son kill a cop. Like, are they trying to say Rock set him up? Is something going on with Rock, or are they just saying Rock cares about no one but herself in that business, and she's willing to put her son at risk for this? So I don't know. There was no real cliffhanger, but that was kind of the cliffhanger. Marvin's going to jail. Lulu wants to quit. Kanan's going to Maryland. I mean, that's why I'm here. I'm here to work with
Right.
Rock.
That's right. New character coming up next season, y'all. They already shooting. Calvin's on that joint. And so, yeah, I thought the same thing, Calvin. It was like, okay, yeah, she's ruthless, but I guess the cliffhanger for me was, okay, Howard's still alive, although he did not say who shot him when they were questioning him in the
Right.
hospital and all. He knows that Kanan, attempted to take his life. He's definitely going to know that Raquel put him up to it. And so, how does this all fall out of your son try to kill you, and you gotta, get some revenge? Of course, he's not going to sell him out. He needs that bone marrow for the leukemia, and so that's still out there too. And that gets exposed as he's in the hospital for surgery. He has leukemia, all of these particular things, and so his kind of like his background gets exposed in terms of his medical health and everything like that. And I want to see also what happens with Burke, because Burke is there trying to knock heads. She basically kind of let Laverne go. Dude's trying to go into her personal stuff. Oh, why you got men's clothes in the bag and whatnot? And so it's like, no, let it go. This is my lesbian sister, and so I'm trying to snatch this up for next time. And so I want to see what happens to that. And so, what you think Lulu's future is? As they ride into the projects, the streets need a body is banging on the car radio next to them. Famous, and I can look at Famous a little differently now. I'm like, yo, Famous is really like, he's a punk. He's like a studio gangster. He's like the Ja Rule of the series. And so, what you think about that? What you think is going to happen with Lou? Is he going to become the ghetto Quincy Jones, or is he just going to be bitter?
Oh, rumor has it that Lulu is the brains behind Murder Inc. Lulu has he's the brains. I know
Right.
Lulu looks like he's trying to definitely get into the music, and he's trying to leave this alone. I think Lulu was literally there. I don't even know how he's walking out the hospital with his lung capacity and all, but he's literally there listening to a song that he produced. He know he runs the record label. All that money is his, so he's looking at it like, man, why do I need to keep doing this and risking my life when all I got to do is put these young kids on wax and make money?
Right.
So
Right. 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 So we see what happens. And so let me get your thoughts, Calvin. What were some of the best parts of the series versus the worst parts that you like? Look, give me like maybe one or two best parts of the series and one or two parts of the series you didn't necessarily love.
I definitely love excuse me, the
Hmm.
nostalgia they had, the music, the dress, the hair, the way they brought it straight back, like it was just real. It brought us all back. I love that. um I'm definitely a big fan of rock. I think someone had on someone posted on Twitter not too long ago, who's more gangster, Rock, Tasha, or Mona?
Oh,
Mona's from Tariq's Power Book 2.
okay, right.
And
That's Mary J. Blige's character.
yeah, yeah, and definitely everybody was like Rock, and even I was like Rock. Now let me tell you the worst things I find out about it, and it really came out in this last episode. The people that are supposed to be just doing basic jobs are the ones messing up so badly that it's given the story. We talked about the guy at the desk of the condo. What about the other guy that let Lulu give him some money to go in Unique's car and get his jacket out? I mean, he didn't know that was going to happen. But what about that? The police officer that didn't check the bag because she said, nah, we don't care about the bag, let the bag go. Even though she would have found in there money in men's clothes and she could have figured out, probably pieced it together. She didn't let him go check the back in Juliana's shop. She let that go. Like,
Right.
it's these common people. The guy that went to Rock in the projects, you didn't smell no chicken. The oven wasn't hot. All you
Right.
saw was the chicken and her and the moo and she fully made up. But you think she cooking for these boys, and like these common jobs are making the. I mean, we know the story is fiction, but it making it so unbelievable. You're just looking at it sometimes like, man, come on. Come
Right.
on. As great as this is, it's just those little things right there. They disturb me a little bit, but I still like the show. I still love the show. Still
The
loved it.
one of the best parts for me is I agree with you, the nostalgia, the taking it back. We even saw the promo for In Living Color in last night
Yes.
and
Yes.
all. And so, they kept it very period piece, haircuts down to the Dapper Dan jackets, all of that. They kept it real, even the music, all of that stuff. I think for me, also one of the best parts is it, and a lot of people wanted to see this, but I'm glad they did not do it. They are developing the characters. A lot of people wanted to see them jump right to the connection between Kanan and Ghost and Tommy. To me, this is just like a whole separate thing. He doesn't meet them to way down the line. This is Kanan as a teen starting off into the business, getting introduced to the game. And so at that point, Tommy and Ghost are nowhere to be found. They're young as themselves. And so by the time that they get to it, Keenan's seasoned in the game. You don't hear them in the other episodes talking about I say Kanan. You don't hear them talking about Kanan's mom, being a player in the game and all those things. And so I like the way that they're developing this without solely resting on this connection between Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy. Personally, I think the way that Lou was talking about having this legit money, we need to have clean. It sounds very Ghost like, and we don't really know who Ghost's father is. We know Ghost's father was some separate dude, but I don't know if there's a connection right there. Maybe Lou might be Ghost Daddy. We don't know. We don't know that. It could be. And so um I like that aspect of it. And I think one of the worst things probably was sometimes, it did get a little unrealistic. They always get in the way. That's not how it happens in real life. But, it's a TV show and we got to keep on going for another series. So we need to keep on the series going. And so everybody can't get knocked every time something happens. And so they definitely, and I see this, Anthony says a real good thing, the building inspector buried in the wall, no smell. Also, that didn't, yeah, because he's been in the wall for a minute, no smell. And so, yeah, there's some open-ended stuff that we kind of trying to figure out, like, okay, where's this, what's going to happen? And so maybe we start to see this happen in year two. Also, I think the whole theory that we had about Symphony and Symphony being the feds, I don't think Symphony the feds, y'all. I think Symphony, he's a confidant. Symphony he just took a dude out of town who murdered a cop. He knows this. So if he's fed, he ain't gonna do that.
because he doesn't. It's not Kanan that he wants. It's not Kanan that he wants.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Rock that he wants.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Rock.
All right. All right. All right. I go with it. All right. What were some of the characters that you loved and hated?
Definitely love Rock. Um, like Kanan, like Marvin. I would have been a bigger fan of Lulu if he didn't wilch out in this final episode. He started to look weak to me.
Oh,
Um, yeah, he started to look a little weak. Rock, I can't do this no more, Rock.
the man, Calvin, the man just got almost burnt in his apartment. His lungs
he,
is
hey, hey, he
collapsed.
knew what it was. He knew what it was. He killed the little boy. He knew what it was. Just like Marvin said when he shot the other dude, he was like, you know what it is. Like, you know what comes with this. He knew what it
Right.
was. I ain't like that. Um, the one character I really do not like is Detective Howard, and it has nothing to do with Detective Howard. It has everything to do with Omar Epps. I'm an Omar Epps fan, and this how you gonna make him? You gonna make him a punk ass cop? Like
Right.
he a punk ass guy. He shady. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. I can't stand
I, despite what you said about Lou, although he did kind of show some vulnerabilities in the last episode, big Lou fan. I think Lou was serious up in here and unique.
him.
Unique. I
Definitely
would have
unique.
loved
I
to
forgot.
see more scenes with Joey Badass and that unique character. And the scenes that he was on. I mean, he just really just blew him up, and so I love that dynamic of he played this this gangster and having this different perspective and basically being slick with the look, and it just all fit. It was just like perfect casting. And so yeah, those were my two favorite. Lulu, especially their scene in the diner when he was trying to get Lou on the team and everything. And so and then when Unique gave the speech about everything, son, with everything with Rock associated with Rock, it's gotta fall. And so yeah, Unique, that was my man. And so Omar Epps, not only he looked bad in this series, his team is 1-2 this season, and so we see what happens with them if they can turn it around. And so one thing, let's make a prediction on this. This is a prediction for year 2 of the show, because I'm sure we're getting another season. Does Kanan end up in Baltimore?
So, well, yeah, if you coming to Maryland, you got to come to Baltimore. I
Well,
mean, you gotta come. You gotta
yeah, they
come to
ain't gonna take them to
Baltimore.
DC. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
you
thinking like,
gotta
yeah,
come.
you gotta
You
catch.
gotta come to Baltimore. I mean, I know Harford County got its hot spot, but back then, Harford County wasn't even a hot spot. Harford County just recently became a recent like maybe 20
Blood.
years.
Yo,
So
when I
yeah.
moved out here, they were talking about the Bloods was out here, and I had to tell my kids don't wear no red over in Edgewood because they say the Bloods is over there. And so yeah, it was definitely a little sketchy up around here. a lot,
Yeah,
lot of my,
yo,
lot of my people from Murphy Homes is out here. Once you wonder where they went when they blew up Murphy Homes, they out here in Edgewood near me.
man, the only gangs back then when Kanan and them was out was the Ripken gang. You had to be careful of the orange
Right,
gangs,
right.
the, the shortstops. You go
Yeah,
to Aberdeen, hey man, they throw you out. They throw you out.
you got me. My mouth was open. Yeah, somebody said 50 Cent spent a share time in Baltimore. Okay, I didn't know that. I know DMX was down here, that Baltimore shit. And Kanan was definitely over west. And so we know that Kanan, he probably going to definitely end up over west somewhere, and see what happens with that. Some people were talking about some of their favorite characters going back up. Rock, Unique, Jukebox, Worst Detective Howard, and Lulu's girlfriend. And yeah, I had to say Lulu's girlfriend I'm hating on too, because she trying to she trying to take care of herself. She's not thinking about Lou.
I didn't hate her.
You
Lulu's girlfriend.
smarter. Yeah,
I'm
Lulu's
thinking about
girlfriend.
G-Box's girlfriend. Lulu's
No,
girlfriend,
no,
I
Lulu's
hated from the
girlfriend.
beginning. But she was there for Lulu quite a few times. I go back and forth with her.
Right. And someone brought up that this connection possibly between Burke and Jukebox becoming a cop. Maybe we'll see that play out. That's another open-ended thing that did not necessarily get solved in this season, and so maybe we'll see it develop more in the next season because definitely we know that the Burke character is going to be there because Howard is on the sideline. But she's definitely a gold digger. She's definitely looking. She's looking out for her little brother, and she looking out for herself. Like, you the brains, you smarter than this, you better than. She lucky Rock ain't here. Rock would have been like, get out of here,
She
little
gotta
Puerto
go.
Rican. Yeah, get this Puerto
She
Rican
gotta
out of
go.
here. She gotta go. She gotta go. And
Lulu,
so,
you can't have this bitch up in here, Lulu.
right. Lulu crying at the table, yo. Why they do my man Lou like that? Lou been hard the whole season. Lulu at the table like, whatever you say, big sis. She like, food. He like, yeah, whatever you say. Like, Lou, why they do Lou? Let Lou. You should have stayed in the hospital like Richard Pryor, got your little skin graft, and then came out. Don't come out there looking crazy. All right, y'all. So Power Book 3, Season 1, in the books, paid in full. Great episode. Now, we are into Queen Sugar. Someone asked, are we going to do BMF? We have been thinking about it. We looked at the initial episode, the premiere episode last night. And so we're going to kind of weigh it. We have to see what our schedule looking like because we're also planning to try to include Insecure into our repertoire. That's supposed
Insecure
to
is a
be here.
must, y'all. Insecure
Yeah,
is a
so
must. It's
yeah,
the
so
final
Insecure.
season also.
Yeah, and so Insecure is probably what we started with after we did the Jordan documentary, and
Yep,
so we got
exactly.
to do Insecure again to finish up, and so we'll see. I don't think we're going to broadcast on Wednesday for Queen Sugar. We're going to do a double episode the following week, and so you guys can tune into that, and we'll catch you up, and we'll by that time we'll let you know what we think about BMF and if we're going to try to sneak in some BMF talk. Also, we got to fit our football lives into this as well. So we just got to have, regular things and stuff. Our family be asking us to go places and we have to be like, nah, I'm supposed to be on All Things Black tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
so,
gotta do a broadcast tonight. You got
right.
what?
You got to do what? Is there a
Yeah,
chat
no.
coming from? You doing your fun thing that you like to do on the side, and we can't go nowhere because we gotta wait for you to finish your thing. That's
And
not
it's
really a thing,
y'all giving away for free.
right? And y'all giving this away for ain't no paywall for it. Yeah, we're gonna see how long that lasts, y'all. Y'all keep on praying. Y'all keep us in prayer. Y'all keep us in y'all praying.
Listen, when we try to tell our wives we can't do something because we got a broadcast, just like I said about the Ravens game, they hit the Mike Tomlin on us also. We do not care.
Pretty much. You gotta do your little thing tonight. When you hear that, you gotta do your little thing. You have to do your little thing today. You're like, oh wow, okay,
Exactly.
that's how you
Hey
feel.
man, you got any
Closing
final
thought.
thought on something? Because I got something.
Okay, I do. On Sunday, I think it was yesterday, I was reading an article in the Rolling Stone. It's about this anti-vaxxing movement within the NBA. If you haven't been following this, the NBA is about to start their season, and there are two cities that have mandated that in order to play in the arenas or to even go to a game, you have to show proof of vaccination. That's New York City and San Francisco. And so this would affect the Golden State Warriors and it would affect the Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. And so if you know that Kyrie Irving plays for the Brooklyn Nets and he's a adamant anti-vax person. He believes it's a conspiracy theory to put the microchip in your body. And you
He
have a
also
lot,
believes the Earth is flat.
He also believes the Earth is flat. And you have a lot of other players. And although he was not mentioned by name, we know this: LeBron and his agent and co-owner of their sports agency, Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, are kind of very strong against the vaccine. And so the article basically was talking about how people are, these players are basically controlling the league. The league is scared to mandate it. They have not mandated, but they're trying to encourage people to get vaccinated. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar says something very good in the article. He talked about how if you're going to be a role model, then you have to step up. You have to do this if you're going to be a role model. You can't say you're a role model and keep hiding behind this. It's a conspiracy and I need more information. And that's the thing that's kind of pissing me off about these athletes. You are playing on you're playing in $1 billion industry. You're playing for a multi-millionaire. You're getting the best medical care and information that anyone could get. What more information do you need about being vaccinated? Not much. So either do it or be honest and just say, hey, I don't want to do it. You have a choice. I'm not saying it's America. And that's the thing that we love about America. You have a choice. And so, but stop hiding behind this. I need more information. You got information. You played in a bubble last year, 2 years ago, where the reason why you played in a bubble was because of the information that the league had about COVID-19. And so you have all the information there, and you went and played in the bubble. So now you're out of the bubble, and just live up to who you are. Be truthful and stop hiding behind this. I need more facts. The facts are out there, and just be honest that you don't want to take the shot. But stop playing games. Stop stirring up this hysteria of what people. If you believe that there's a microchip out there, let me tell you something. If you got one of these, you already got the microchip in you. If you're on social media like this, you're watching this right now, Kyrie or KD or LeBron, the microchip is already on you because they can track you. And so stop with the nonsense. All right, I'm off my soapbox, man. Go ahead.
But it's true, man. It's complete nonsense. But you know what? I won't get into it because we all know it's literally like talking to walls now. But
Right.
my thing is really quick. I saw my oldest daughter post this not too long ago, and it's so true. And I need to express this from her and ask the question. For all of you people driving down the street, the highways, and there's no one in front of you, why y'all be braking? What are you braking for? What there is literally no one. Why are you braking? Can someone answer why you're braking? Like just pull over to the other lane. But even then, why are you braking? There's no one in front of you. Here, I'm coming behind you. I'm trying to just drive at a normal pace, and all of a sudden you put your brakes on. Why is that? Why is that? Can someone answer that? Please, y'all, stop braking. If it's straight, just go. If somebody's behind you, just move out of the way. Move over to the next lane. But stop braking and holding us up, please. Please stop it. Please.
Yeah, where I hate it when you're on the highway and you're fast lane and the person, there's no one in front of them and they're braking. You go around them and you get back in the fast lane, and you know what they do? Then they pull over and get into the next lane. Okay, you knew you were going slow. You knew you were in the fast lane. I blinked you. I asked you to get up. You were holding up the lane just because.
Listen, and then don't get me started on the people that won't let you merge when you're trying to merge. They just want to. Don't let me get started on them people.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to offend our female audience either, because I have a unscientific theory about people who don't let you merge with sex does not let you merge on the road, and I'm not going to say that.
Listen, I have a saying, and y'all can take this as you want, but because I'm not saying all bad drivers are women. I'm just
No, I
saying
don't
that
believe that.
I'm just saying that all the bad drivers I've seen. Sorry,
Okay,
ladies.
since we went there, I might as well just go ahead and say, yeah, women will not let you merge. If you're trying to get over in front of a woman, she is going to speed up. Do this unscientific. Next time you're trying to get over and you put your blinker over and the person does not let you over, let that person go by you. Look over and see who they are. I bet you at least 8 times out of 10, it's a woman. And women will not let you over.
Oh boy, look at the time.
All right, y'all. We went in like that. Hey, everybody, thank you for joining us for this season review of a very good. I think it took us by. Thanks, I'm gonna say I agree, Garland. Somebody who took us by surprise. Power Book 3 turned out to be a great series, well written, well acted. Looking forward to season 2. We're looking forward to the start of Insecure. We're on Queen Sugar right now. We're thinking about BMF as well, and so we'll see how we can manage all of this and all. And so we might be opening up. We might need some more hosts to help us with a lot of these discussions on some of these shows because we necessarily can't do them all. And so if you maybe you might have an interest of talking about BMF and you love to be on the internet and you got time to do that, holler at us, DM us, on our Facebook page or on our Twitter page or on Instagram or whatever, and let's see what we can do.
Yeah, we're not paying you though.
Yeah, it's
No.
unpaid. It's
Yeah,
unpaid.
it's not even an internship. It's just unpaid, volunteer. Anyway, so yeah, so everything
Tanisha
Garland
said she
just
give it
said.
5 Ronnies. She came to say it's 5 Ronnies. All right, sweet. Yes, 5 Ronnies. I give it 5 Ronnies as well.
Hey man, this has been great. Appreciate you taking over as I've been on location, and we won't be doing the. I won't be able to because I'm on location. I won't be able to get Garland and we can record the Queen Sugar episode this week. So we will do a double episode next week. That'll be episodes 4 and 5. We'll go ahead and record and do that, and that's pre-recorded, and you just comment after watching that. Next Monday doesn't look like we're doing anything. I don't think we'll decide BMF by then. So next
Right.
Monday we'll be not doing anything. Maybe 2 weeks from now we may, but if not, we will jump back on Mondays with Queen Sugar when that starts on Sunday towards the end of October. But in the meantime, like Garland said, we'll think of some things. If any of you want to join in, we could possibly do maybe one of us and a guest host for different series. We could possibly do that. So that's something we'll think about. But in the
Most
meantime, we
definitely.
do appreciate you all joining us. Power Book 3 was great. And as always, this is All Things Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin. He is Garland. No championship belt because I'm on location, but it is home, safe and secure, just like the Hope Diamond and the Smithsonian, and it is with its true rightful owner. Hey, Garland, appreciate it, man. I will catch you next week when we do our Queen Sugar episodes 4 and 5. Thanks again, sir. Everyone stay safe out here, and we will talk to you all very soon.
Be safe in Queens.
I will,
Queens
man.
represent.
About to go see. But wait a minute, there's a knock at the Kanan. Hey, I gotta go, man. Gotta go.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, man. Later.
Later.